All right. Vaughn is known to be blessed. Vaughn is known to be righteous. And he shall continue in great prayer as a great player. Welcome to the Grounded series. This is just probably a little something because Grounded has some good mechanics, you know what I'm saying? And it was good and perfect for the Matrix into the Matrix story line, as well as there is some immersive survival elements for roleplay, and perhaps there's going to be more like it in the future. Enjoy. Introducing Honey, I Accidentally Shrunk the Kids. We go on a journey in Grounded. And then they ask the questions. What would our mom have us do? Well, your father would have you build the dang house. So they start out with the castle. And in this castle, we have the Ranger King Scout leader who sets off on a journey by himself starting out. Today we've been on there for a while. It's week 11, day 69, and so far the goal is to continue to rise into a long journey, of the Ranger King Scouts, and there's different missions we go on in a day, and then your mother will have you regiment yourself every day, have a set schedule. You want to eat, and then you want to have daily exercise, and then you want to train for the battles ahead. So they work hand in hand here, the mother and the father, putting to you of compartmentalization of a sleeper agency mentality. These people, these kids, they have amnesia. They have no idea how they got here. So they have to rely on their survival capabilities and figuring out on their own maths and journey to understand what happened, to figure out how they can use science to grow themselves back to normal size. But for now, it's war times, and in war times, you have to plan and coordinate attacks. These kids have been granted that knowledge by the Most High. And now, the knowledge that the Most High has granted them, for they were fruitful and they multiplied. On Monday, it's Renovations Day. On Tuesday, it's the Farmers Adventures Day. On Wednesday, it's Scavenge Adventures Day. And on Thursday, it's the Hunting Adventure Day. Friday is the Scouting Adventure Day. And Saturday is the Ranger Quest Adventure. And Sunday is the Expansion Adventure Day. And on that Expansion Day, you have to begin construction on new territories. So, first territory was the castle, main pillar. The second territory is the palace, pillar 2. And then the third pillar was the kingdom, and it's under construction as of right now. But so far, so good. And so, we start off on a journey on Friday, Scouting Adventure Day. And before we start this day, we gotta begin with our training as usual. Take you on a journey on the training. The Ranger King Scouts start off by doing 2 laps around the training course. Once done, it's time to begin combat training. The goal here is twofold. Get familiar with all the equipment and weapons utilized in the game, as well as sharpen your tactics. This Ranger King Scout is now ready for battle for the mission. All because they decided to dedicate themselves to training on a daily basis. It was now time to eat and drink and get ready for the adventure of the scouting ranger quest.
I mean, this is probably what bottled water is. That tastes surprisingly not terrible.
Now, he was ready to go. She was ready to go for this ranger quest. She now opens the attack map and begins to plan which part of the map to scout out. There are 4 points, one to the east, south, north, and west. The goal here is to figure out and pursue new locations undiscovered and place the waypoint, move it, locate it further down that direction of the compass on the map to secure that region in the future. This ranger chose to go south and to arrive at the south waypoint location. She ran into some trouble.
Stay away from me.
This infected enemy was a new lethal kind of enemy that she wasn't used to. She stayed calm, kept poised in the battle. The point was secure, and now it was time to move it further to the south. because there was gas further to the south, and she did not come equipped with a gas mask. It was a change of plans, and now you have to go to the west.
Peeping makes me feel a little creepy. Mark the spot.
Target located. But however, she didn't realize she was sitting right in enemy territory. But nonetheless, the mission would have
They
been
look like they're
complete.
gonna toss me in the back of a white van.
The objective was secure, and now it was time to survive on our way back home before it gets night.
Aphid on the move.
So we had a situation in the palace region where it was conquered by many mosquitoes. It did not want to deal with that mosquito, said the ranger, because of how the situation had transpired, because they retaliated on the main castle. So the goal is to run here and not to pick any more fights with mosquitoes. As the coast was clear, it was good to head home, but careful, there were many enemies in the area. Safe and sound, she arrives home, gladly escaping the mosquito. As you can see, castle tend to be looking pretty banged up. If you take a good look at the castle, it's pretty jacked up. So I want to go ahead and take you back on a journey on what happened during that mosquito retaliation. There she was, finally in for the night. But then suddenly, there was an attack on the mosquitoes, a retaliation. She got knocked down in this battle a good couple times. She suffered minor injuries. Because she was by her base, she was able to retreat whenever she got hit. But it was one against a dozen other them. Strategy here was to play ranged. But eventually, she had no choice but to go into close quarter combat because they kept pressing her, even though they were flying, causing nothing but destruction on the castle. That was only one. There were still like 4 or 5 of them to go. Something like this would usually call for an additional Ranger Kang's scouts to help out. She was outnumbered. She needed a team, but unfortunately, she get anything tonight. When she heard the sound of that, her heart sunk. There were more reinforcements inbound. It was at this second horn, and that where she decided she probably was going to have to go close combat, because perhaps those close combat weapons will come in handy, because he has had to put a number to their reinforcements. This made her stronger. She was not prepared to lose. She was being fully tested by these mosquitoes. All that training really come into play here. She was under serious pressure. She was razzled and dazzled. It was time to retreat now, if she wanted to survive. Eventually, they were going to break into the main castle entrance. So it was now or never. It was now the final stand.
That's it.
She suffered the loss right here, but she was able to recover because she climbed back into the window. At this point, she was numb to the pain. She just kept swinging and swinging and swinging.
Hello, powerless ant.
And now there you have it. The battle was hard fought, but finally it was won. But we had more trouble. A wolf spider was lurking. Hearing all the commotion, it's no wonder it's out this late. And that concludes the first episode of Grounded Into the Matrix roleplay, multiplied with the immersive roleplay. There are going to be more immersive roleplay styles like this one with Grounded. I personally had fun playing by myself in the future. She won't be alone. She'll have other Ranger King scouts. With that being said, Vaughn is known to be blessed. Vaughn is known to be righteous. And I shall continue in great prayer.